bring an end to this. They attack our temples.
How dares desecrate Zeus's image?
We could reach out.
An accommodation could be made. A truce.
No! There will be no truce.
Neocuriosity. How does the story begin?
What story?
You know why we are here. Come on. The god? What's his name again? Prometheus?
Actually, I think he's a titan, not a god.
But do you remember how it begins? What's his story?
Yeah, sure. This story begins like most, actually. In the middle of a great war, long before even the creation of man. A war that would shake the very foundations of the earth. A war that would decide the fate of the titans and the gods. Zeus.
Not Zeus.
Yes,
I
Zeus.
hate that guy.
Well, he and his siblings sought to put an end to the reign of Titans, a reign that in their eyes was ripe with only pain and chaos. Whoever emerged the victor of this great battle would rule supreme. Prometheus, with his gift of foresight, knew it wouldn't be the Titans, so he betrayed his own kind and sought the favor of the gods, a price he would pay dearly for.
Why would you seek refuge in the very people trying to destroy your race?
I mean, that's a good question. We have to always be able to assess and make the best possible move, I guess. At times that means forfeiting your kind. For Prometheus, his survival was more important than a petty battle for power. And besides, he saw the future. The odds just weren't in favor of the Titans. His plan to band with the gods would prove fruitful, and his foresight would save him and his brother, Epimetheus, from the same fate as his kind. Zeus would come to see him as an ally of the gods, and Prometheus would aid the gods in the victory against the Titans. And for the Titans, as Prometheus foresaw, they fell, enslaved by Zeus, who was now the king of the gods. Some of the Titans were imprisoned in the depths of Tartarus, where they would perpetually be tortured.
Tartarus. That's basically hell, right?
Yes, it is.
So what happens now? Zeus is very cunning. I'm sure he has something up his sleeve.
Well, let's see what the book says. Zeus, as a show of gratitude, taxed Prometheus and Epimetheus, his brother, with making almost all of creation. The life forms that will be blessed with the different attributes of the gods. Epimetheus distributed the gift amongst the creatures: flight, speed, strength, incredible sight, skills, while Prometheus sculpted the first man from mud, and they were made in the image of the gods. But Zeus decreed they were to remain mortal and worship the gods of Olympus from below.
Sounds like him.
Zeus deemed humans subservient creatures, vulnerable to the elements, and dependent on the gods.
But what did Epimetheus give man? Intellect?
Well, man got nothing actually.
Nothing?
Yeah, I know. But you see, Epimetheus had blessed all of creation and accidentally left out man. But nothing really special was bestowed onto man, not even intellect.
Oh.
Not exactly nothing. After man was made, Prometheus presented his creation to Athena. She was so impressed by his work, Athena blessed man with a divine breath. So now man was alive. But Prometheus was unsatisfied with the state of man. He was no different from the other animals, living in the caves, hiding from the might of other animals, surviving off the remains of other creations, or fruits that dropped on the ground, afraid of the darkness at night.
I'm still afraid of the dark.
Well, because you're a weirdo.
Hey!
Okay, we need to finish the story. Here comes the interesting part. Prometheus wanted man to stand out in all of creation. Athena suggested he gives man fire. Prometheus, intent on saving his creation, heads to the carriage of Helios and lights a torch that will be given to humanity. Of course, with fire, man begins to dominate nature, cook their food, build, make weapons, and all sorts of things. Prometheus was finally happy, seeing what humanity was becoming. Zeus, on the other hand, decreed they will honor the gods by offering sacrifices. Prometheus interceded on behalf of humanity, preventing his creation from being exploited. With his foresight and wisdom, Prometheus would attempt to deceive Zeus on behalf of mankind.
I really like this god.
Hold on.
Prometheus.
I think he's a titan, not a god.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Titan.
Prometheus asked for a bull to be sacrificed to the gods. The product of the sacrifice will be split into two piles. One was smaller, but contains the best meats covered by the animal's skin. The other pile was bigger, but were mainly bones wrapped in fat, which made the offering look attractive. Prometheus knew Zeus wouldn't settle for the smaller pile because of his ego and ambition, and man would have the small but best parts if Zeus picks the seemingly bigger pile. And Prometheus was right again.
Zeus thinks he's so clever.
He is, because Zeus became furious with those who had deceived him when he found out, and decided to take the fire out of the hands of humanity. Without fire, man would quickly regress into the caves, falling prey to other creations tormented by the darkness and couldn't cook their food.
Prometheus wouldn't dare challenge Zeus, right? I mean, he doesn't need his foresight to know that. But what will he do? Zeus is probably planning something against him by now.
Prometheus does the unthinkable. Under the cover of the night, he would go to Olympus and steal the flames from Hephaestus' forges.
He could have at least involved another god on his side.
Perhaps.
Zeus is going to be more furious. I hope nothing bad happens to him.
I hope so too.
But you already know how this ends. Don't act surprised.
Okay. With the reestablishment of fire, mankind was striving once again. The flames attracted Zeus' attention during the night. Infuriated, the king of the gods decided Prometheus could not go unpunished.
Of course.
Given his insolence, he imprisoned him on a rock in the Caucasus. Being as creative as he usually is, Zeus decided that a dreadful bird would come every day to devour his
Just
living.
an old-fashioned Zeus style. This is sad.
Prometheus is an immortal Titan, so this punishment would go on for many painful, dreadful years. He would regrow his liver and his wounds would heal, only to be torn apart the next day.
He didn't deserve that.
How many people get what they deserve?
I know, but come on.
It's not over yet though. Many years later, Zeus would visit the earth. I make an offer to the Titan. Hide the fire from mankind and I'll set you free. Prometheus refused. He would rather die than see his creation suffer and regress.
Prometheus is just amazing. It's not the first time I've seen a god. Titan.
Whatever, really.
Die for humanity. It's nice to see something that's been part of storytelling for so long, even before Christianity.
Exactly my thoughts. Seeing gods die for humanity is like a tenet arguably of every religion, but that's the end of the story.
Well, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Neocuriosity, and I'll be in the comments, so tell us what you think. Do you want more of Neocuriosity telling mythological stories like this? Tell me down below.
They don't.
And don't forget to follow Neocuriosity on social media too. See ya!